Well, a big battle in store between Bryan College and Johnson University. It's the number 4 seed in the Appalachian Athletic Conference Tournament, taking on the number 1 seed Johnson Royals. Oh boy, we've got a barn burner. I'm Gabriel Fry, Brennan Sweeney here with me, and we'll take a quick look at the numbers that have powered the regular season of these two programs.
Yeah, take a look at the numbers. Bryan and Johnson, kind of similar in terms of their records. Johnson 30-16 overall, Bryan 27-22. The batting averages very similar as well. 306 for Johnson, 317 for Bryan. Johnson hits the ball out of the yard a little bit more with 20 compared to 15. But the big difference I see is the ERA and the strikeouts from the pitching staff of Johnson. 3.26 ERA, 237 punch-outs on the year. Bryan, on the other hand, 3.82 ERA and 166 punch-outs. So Johnson holds the advantage in the circle this season as we are just about set to get underway here from Kingsport in this 1 versus 4 matchup in the winner's bracket.
Really, really exciting battle between these two programs as we are ready to go inside of Brickyard Park. It's college softball. Somebody brought out the drum for this one.
They did.
This is going to be a hyped matchup. I can just feel it. Glad you're with us. We've really enjoyed the tournament so far. It's been a lot of fun to be here. Every single pitch, we've got it live, free HD, and just hope you have as much fun as we do. Might be hard, though.
Yeah, we've had a ton of fun.
If you're tuned in from somewhere interesting, be sure to let us know. This is sent over harmlessly.
Yeah, 3-1 out of the gate. Not really finding the zone early, Alyssa Nicely, the pitcher, a 3.73 ERA coming into this game.
Gets a piece of that and goes foul.
Nicely starting her 13th game of the season. It's her 20th overall appearance. A couple of shutouts in 8 complete games. She's the number 2 pitcher on this Johnson staff behind Lindy Weber, who we saw yesterday.
Ropes it across, and she is headed to first on a stand-up single.
Right off the chalk, goes the opposite way. The slap hitter in the leadoff spot, Santianes, lines it down the left field line. It pops some chalk up off the dirt. So a good start for the Bryan Lions.
Another good piece all season long. Lincoln Lockhart next to bat for the Bryan College Lions. Lakin this season, this is going to be her 151st at bat. Hit 150 yesterday in her final at bat. 54 hits, 15 RBIs. That's good for a 360 average.
It's a very strong season from Lakin Lockhart. Another one of these left-handed slap hitters at the top of this Bryan order that sets the table for their number 3 hitter, Ava Saul, who's on deck.
Poked it over, the roller down the line as she makes the hustle play. Gonna pull that back. Almost got that to go.
Yeah, rolled just foul. So 2 balls and a strike to Lockhart. Nicely behind these first 2 hitters. Second straight 3-ball, 1 strike count now.
Nicely, the 3-1. Popped into the air, the floater, she's in danger as there's almost a collision and we're moving on the base path. An early mistake costing Johnson as the Lions move Juliana into scoring position at second with a little floater.
Poor communication again there between Johnson's fielders. I think that's the shortstop's ball to try to get. Left fielder had no chance to get to that ball, but maybe calling off the shortstop Hood at the last moment was the left fielder, and that caused a little confusion, and the ball dropped and hit the dirt.
99 has been a reliable bat all season long for the Dayton, Tennessee-based Lions.
Extremely reliable. 10 home runs, 52 runs driven in on the season with a .418 batting average for these Lions. She is what makes this offense go.
Third in the order, she's followed by Taylor and Baldwin. Defensively for Johnson in right field, it's Audrey Morehouse. In center field, we've got Katie Presley. In left field, Reese Burns. On the infield at first base, Armstrong second. Hubbard locking that down. Dickerson at third, and the shortstop is Hood. Catching is Kaywood, and of course pitching is Nicely.
And first time getting to 2 strikes now for Nicely against Saul, so an opportunity to maybe stop the bleeding a little bit here and get an out.
Chopped across, we're moving down the base path as Saul, a rush down to first, not in time.
5-3 double play. That's a huge play from Johnson's defense. Getting the tapper to third on 2 strikes as Nicely went with the changeup there, and Saul was off balance out in front of it and just rolled over it to third.
Yeah, that's massive. That's a big, big shift in what felt like the Lions maybe, during our last game we had Reinhardt and Brunel, the Golden Tigers, and it felt like Brunel was building momentum and just doing something really well to keep Reinhardt off balance, so to speak, right? Kind of a boxing analogy there. But what Reinhardt did is they came out and punched him in the mouth early in the first inning and scored runs, and I think that makes all the difference.
Yeah, I agree with you 100% on that point, and we'll see if they can hold off Lily Taylor now for Bryan and get this final out of the inning and keep Bryan off the scoreboard. Really well done by them if they do.
Lifts it up deep to left field, and the Johnson Royals retire the side. We're headed to the bottom of the first, and the first at bat of the tournament for Johnson.
What if you could have it all? A place to call home, a great job, and a safe and welcoming community to raise your family. You can have all that and more in Kingsport, Tennessee. For the past quarter century, Kingsport has been on a mission to reinvent itself as the first professionally planned and privately financed city of the 20th century. Kingsport has earned the nickname the Model City. From award-winning educational initiatives to business incubators to the surrounding natural beauty, Kingsport is just the right size to have the amenities you need without the traffic and crime of a larger city. With a vibrant downtown, great shopping and dining, and a thriving local economy, Kingsport is the perfect place to call home. Ready to start loving where you live? Choose Kingsport. Visit movetokingsport.com and discover all the reasons why this charming town is the perfect place to call home.
Back at Kingsport, KP Smith dealing from inside of the circle. Audrey Morehouse the leadoff for Johnson.
Yeah, KP Smith pitching again for the Lions. Pitched in their first game of the tournament. Holds a 3.90 ERA on the season. 25 games started, 17 of those complete games with 3 shutouts. They have really leaned on her in the circle this year.
The lineup for Bryan in the outfield from right to left, Juliana Santanias in right field. In center field, Casey Baldwin. In left field, Carly Blackwell. Looking around the infield at first, Taylor. Over at second, Lockhart. Saul at third. This is roped foul as well as the shortstop, Maddie Lee. Catching, Abby Young. And dealing from on top of the mound, KP Smith. This lineup led off by Audrey Morehouse, followed by Hubbard, Armstrong, Dickerson, and Kaywood in the 4 and 5.
Yeah, this Johnson lineup stays the same. They do not change it up at all, especially those top 6 all the way up to Jablonski. There's no changes to this lineup, and really it is this exact same one that they played yesterday, except for the pitcher.
That's interesting.
Went the distance in that 12-inning affair against CIU. Able to pull off a 6-5 win.
Yeah. That was quite the battle.
It was. Lasted a long time. Put us behind schedule.
Just a little bit.
More than we already were. I think it was close to 12:45.
I thought it was like 1:30.
Maybe 1 something.
I thought it was 1:30. I don't know. Got a hold of that, and she makes her way on a stand-up single to first.
Yeah, hard grounder through the middle of the infield by Morehouse. Gets her aboard to start the bottom of inning number 1. And here comes the hero from last night, Adelaide Hubbard.
Adelaide Hubbard. Hero in the tournament, hero in the regular season, and such an important piece for the Royals of Johnson. Shows bunt and delivers. As this is an awkward dive. It looks like she's good to go, thankfully. Going after that is Abby Young.
Stellar effort from Abby Young, but that was dangerous. The wall right there, as that's a tough play to make, trying to dive into a wall.
Yeah, diving into the wall. Thankfully, she's good. That's a great effort play. You're proud of your coach.
Yeah, it seemed like she kind of braced her dive a little bit by putting her off arm out in front of the wall, which is helpful.
Royals scoring position just like that.
Wild pitch straight through to the backstop. Nobody even touched that ball as it went straight out of the hand of KP Smith back to the chain link fence.
Tried to get going on that.
So still 1-2 to Hubbard. Walk-off single in the game in the 12th inning last night.
Floater as this goes across and going to control that easily.
Nice play out at second for Bryan by Lakin Lockhart. Tries to go over to second base to get Morehouse doubled off, but Morehouse read it beautifully and got back to the bag.
Megan Armstrong next to the lineup. Nice regular season for Armstrong. Brought the numbers.
Huge year for her. 6 homers, 50 RBI, hitting .438.
Big cut. Strike 1 as the count is evened up by KP Smith. And another one, back-to-back strikes. Man, Megan Armstrong going after that, but just can't get contact.
Yeah, going after a high pitch there out of the zone. Saw a signal from second base by the runner. You can see, not sure exactly what is being signaled by Morehouse. Inside, outside, I'm being told.
I see it.
Based off of the positioning of the catcher behind the plate.
And wow, that's gonna go right across to fill our count.
Just off the plate, very close to that inside corner.
Great crowd for this matchup.
Yeah.
These are both fairly close programs to Kingsport.
Yeah, Johnson has a little bit closer drive, but you're right.
Yeah, Dayton's probably 2.5 hours.
Yeah,
maybe 3.
3 probably, 2.5, 2:45.
Johnson enjoys the benefit of an early walk as Allie Dickerson will take over. And we've got some motion out on the base paths.
Yeah, 2 runners aboard with just 1 out for the Royals. Cleanup hitter Allie Dickerson digging in next, hitting .341 for the season.
She's looking intense.
45 hits and 132 at-bats on the campaign. Another wild pitch here.
And we're moving on the base path again. Now both runners in scoring position. Dickerson threatening to get some work going in the bottom of the first.
Yeah, Bryan giving up free bases there. That's not what you want. You wanted the chance to have a force at every base in that situation. Instead, now you've got 2 runners in scoring position. Nice spot there, 1-1.
Stepping off. Second ball. Got a hold of that. Could be in danger as the floater goes across. She'll return.
Yeah, that one hits the infield dirt and squirts foul to push the count to 2-2.
2-2. Count now full with just 1 away. Dickerson, her 133rd at bat this season, 45 hits and 16 RBIs entering the game. Rolls down the line, fouled harmlessly. And the count remains full. A lot of pressure on her. And we just talked about how any production in this first inning would be massive.
Yeah, Dickerson, a huge opportunity to put forth some production.
And she'll go down swinging as that retires the side.
Yeah, Dickerson could not lay off that pitch, went around. Second out of the inning for Autumn Kaywood now.
I don't know why I said that. Retires her back to the dugout, not the side. Poked it, and
wow.
We're coming home to the plate as that will retire the side. Bryan taking care of business against the Johnson Royals in the bottom of the first to keep us scoreless in what suddenly feels like it's going to be a really good battle between these two programs.
It was the ones that wear the navy and gold that took the first bite of the contest. 5-0 they led. And it just felt like the way the energy was in this stadium that it was going to be a runaway rout by Truett McConnell. And then Pikeville said, how about no? And they came storming back. And they have just continued to have offensive efficiency. And they've got this 7-run lead. That is going to be chopped on the infield. Quick turn. Carmichael gets it to first, and it's 2 outs, and they're an out away from keeping their season alive.
And I mean, how about the bare hand scoop and toss by Carmichael, getting that over there to secure the second out?
As the designated hitter, Jackson Blackwood.
Blackwood, the DH. Gotten on base 3 different times. Does have a strikeout to go along with it. Carmichael blows one past him, and it's strike 1. So 2 strikes to work with here in their season.
Welcome back. Casey Baldwin at bat as that sails on by.
A little scary there. Casey Baldwin maybe had her life flash before her eyes for a moment. That one came up and in. She got out of the way of it. Oh,
There it is. Ouch. Hopefully she's all right. As right off of her head.
very next pitch. I mean, back-to-back pitches up there. That's concerning. For nicely, I would say that's concerning.
Yeah, that is a little concerning. She looks okay. Hang in there. It's, ow. Yeah, it's.
That doesn't feel good.
Welcome to the second inning.
Yeah, this lineup is heavily left-handed. 5 of the first six hitters in this Bryan lineup are left-handed.
That's odd. You think that's got to be intentional recruiting, correct?
Oh, I'm sure. I'm sure it is. Your 7, 8, 9s are all right. All right-handed.
It's interesting.
It is.
It's an interesting one. I like that. Bunts that, and it's going to go foul. Sliding through the clay. Couldn't get to it as we're scoreless.
Kaywood had a shot at that one. Probably would tell you herself she thinks she should have had it. But it goes off the tip of her glove and lands foul.
That was close. Nicely back to the circle.
As a competitor like Kaywood in that type of spot, you always want to be able to make a play for your team and help them to get out of these innings.
There's a bunt. Headed across to first, and this is in time. Good play by the Bryan College Lions to retire the first of the side.
A nice play over at third base. Dickerson comes in, fields, and throws across the diamond to first base to get the hitter Blackwell on the sacrifice bunt. It brings up Brooklyn Malone.
Malone with one away now working. .147th at bat on the season, 45 hits and 28 RBIs entering today's game. Shot through. She's headed to first and cut down as that's the second out of the side. Our base runner advances into prime scoring territory with 2 away. Over to third.
Yeah, well done there by Madison Hood at shortstop to be able to range to her left, make the play on her glove side, and spin it over to first base and get the second out. That's the most important thing on that play, is that the second out has been recorded.
Got a hold of that. The bloop is going to score the run as Bryan College takes the lead. 1-0.
Ladies and gentlemen, that's KP Smith, the pitcher, coming through. Has not played much at all on offense this year. Just a 1-for-4 stat line at the plate. She comes through there. She's now 2 for 5 on the season and has given Bryan a 1-0 lead.
Bubbles. I didn't know they did bubbles. Nice.
I guess that's a Bryan celebration thing.
Yeah.
You know,
a Lion celebration thing.
I was seeing, I was watching a Division I baseball game the other day. I can't remember where it was. Texas A&M, maybe? They were blowing bubbles. They were going all over the place because everyone in the stands had a bubble blower.
That's wild.
It was nuts.
I like that. You and I should run to Walmart tonight and pick up
Get our own
50 bubble things.
Yeah, start shooting them out the window.
Yes. Tickets are like $10. Come and be with us here.
Yeah.
Bring your bubbles. Chop foul. Yeah, I didn't know they had bubbles, and now I'm fascinated. I didn't realize the team had the drum. They've got the drum?
And they're just using a bucket.
It's a bucket?
It's a bucket.
That's close enough.
Bucket.
That's close enough.
Is that a maraca?
No, that's a
maraca.
That's a bucket.
Yeah, they're using a maraca.
Oh yeah,
So
it is a
the
maraca.
bucket.
Nice. I love it. Yeah, it's a bucket and a maraca. But where are the bubbles?
Yeah, I'm not sure who's got the bubble blower.
That's sunglasses. We'll find them. We're gonna figure that out. Investigative journalism. Low ball. A reminder, we've got a runner on first after the run scored to give Bryan the 1-0 lead in the top of this second inning. A full count. Nicely the payoff pitch. Lee hammers that, it goes foul. Intended target of South Carolina, instead through the Appalachians into North Carolina up in Boone. Boone's got a great softball program. Have you seen App State's field?
Yes.
Really close, and should get the advantage of the walk.
Yeah, great take there from Lee. Good at bat. Putting 2 on and flipping the lineup over. Bringing Santillanes back up.
It's an interesting proposition with 2 away.
Santillanes hit that line drive down the left field side to lead off the game for Bryan. Last time up, if she's able to do something similar here, who knows? Bryan may double this lead. Take a look at left field, though. You can see on your screen right now, look how far in the left fielder is playing toward the line, trying to defend against the slap hit of Santillanes going the other way. Outfield really in totality has shifted all the way over into the left center, right center, and left field line spots on the field. Oh, ladies and gentlemen, we got some rain coming down. Sudden rain, a downpour, if you will. So, 2 gone in the inning, a 2-ball, 1-strike count to Santillanes after the foul ball, and that one called a strike to even it at 2-2. Two-two delivery coming up from nicely. Santillanes able to get just a piece of it and roll it foul on the third base side. It's a 1-0 lead for Bryan. They've scored 1 in this inning on the RBI single by KP Smith, the pitcher. Another 2-2. Tapped over the pitcher's head. It rolls past the second or the shortstop Hood, and it will end up as an infield single. No chance to make a play there. So the base is going to be loaded for the number 2 spot in the order, Lakin Lockhart. Another hitter that has a base hit so far in this, 1 for 1. So a chance for Bryan to possibly give themselves a multi-run lead, as that first pitch is a strike on the outside corner at the knees. No balls and 1 strike. Rain still coming down, not as heavily now as it was just a moment ago, but that pitch is going to miss the zone, and it's 1 ball and 1 strike. I will say a gray cloud has come over the field here at Brickyard Park, as the next pitch misses outside to Lockhart. 2 balls and a strike. And the next delivery from Nicely. Grounded up the middle, a base hit. 1 run is in, the second runner storming around third to the plate. She slides in safely, and Bryan extends their lead to 3. It's 3-0 after the 2-run single by Lakin Lockhart. And it doesn't end there for the Lions. They've got Ava Saul coming up to the plate with 2 on and 2 out. And this is an opportunity for the Lions to really break this one open. Now, looking at the radar just a moment ago, pretty crazy. Literally just one rain cloud coming over the Tri-Cities right now, and it just happens to be right here over top of Brickyard Park. As the swing and miss makes it 0-1. And now rain coming down a little harder again. 0-1 pitch. Saul lets it go outside to even the count. Here comes the 1-1 pitch. Saul let it go up high. It's 2 balls and 1 strike.
It's really coming down.
Saul retired on a chopper to third, and that does it for the top of the second. Bryan gets 3, and they lead this one 3-0 headed to the bottom half of the inning.
What if you could have it all? A place to call home, a great job, and a safe and welcoming community to raise your family. You can have all that and more in Kingsport, Tennessee. For the past quarter century, Kingsport has been on a mission to reinvent itself. As the first professionally planned and privately financed city of the 20th century, Kingsport has earned the nickname the Model City. From award-winning educational initiatives to business incubators to the surrounding natural beauty, Kingsport is just the right size to have the amenities you need without the traffic and crime of a larger city. With a vibrant downtown, great shopping and dining, and a thriving local economy, Kingsport is the perfect place to call home. Ready to start loving where you live? Choose Kingsport. Visit movetokingsport.com and discover all the reasons why this charming town is the perfect place to call home.
Rain, rain, go away, come again another day.
Probably not one of the coming few days. That would be good.
Yeah.
None of the next 2 days. Let's just stay away.
We'll see you in
Next week, yeah.
Yeah.
Next week will be fine.
later in May.
Uh-oh.
Oh no! We are surviving.
Yeah. Rain coming down all of a sudden. Yet again. Just getting a good shower. We're just treating the infield dirt, you know? It's a sprinkler, you know?
Just a quick torrential downpour to cool it off. Oh no! It's getting worse. I thought you said this is a small cell, guys.
That's what the radar shows.
The radar's got to be lying to us.
1-1 strike to Jablonski. She takes out of the zone. 2-1.
It's a torrential downpour with a 2-1 count, and it's gone. Started letting up just like that.
As long as the field's playable, I think everyone here is going to try to keep playing this one.
Nice. Fouled off the backstop. Some fans ran for cover. There's a ton under the overhang of the building. Many have umbrellas, and some are just built different. What rain? I'm from Dayton. Got her! Strikes out at the bottom of the second. One away for the Bryan Lions.
Great spot from KP Smith that time on the pitch to Jablonski. And Jablonski could not get the bat off her shoulder with 2 strikes that time.
zipped that through.
1 ball, no strike count to Burns.
That's going to go over the top, foul. And it appears we may have pushed through the torrential downpour.
Phew. Thank goodness.
You know what they say, May torrential downpours bring washout and structural problems.
Still April. We got a couple days till May.
Well, I don't know.
April torrential downpours bring sunflower fields.
That's really nice. It's a really nice outlook. This is going to be roped across and out of here, foul. I appreciate your positive attitude. It is starting to rain again. Gets a hold of it. Left field and caught from center field. She roves over and makes the play.
Huge play. Great running grab by Casey Baldwin in the left center gap to get the second out of the inning and not allow a runner to reach base so far in the inning for Johnson. You know, it's been a very similar start for Johnson to yesterday as well. They trailed early against CIU, then had to make a comeback in that one.
Banged to center field. And this time, second base gets a hold of it to retire the side. It's raining, it's pouring, but nobody's snoring as we've got a barn burner in Kingsport, Tennessee. We'll see you in the other half inning. Look at that, it stopped. I think we're good now. It was raining if you're just joining us perchance.
Perchance.
Yeah, that's a word.
I know it is.
Oh. That's not that bad, is it?
Oh, no, it just got me a little bit.
Just a conspicuous use of it. It's a good game. Right now, the 4 seed is out ahead 3 runs to nothing over the number 1 seed of the tournament, Bryan Lions. And they're a rowdy bunch. They're, you know, that's like a lion cage over there to keep them in. They've got a bucket.
Yeah, it's their own personal zoo.
And bubbles. And they've just got it going on.
This is the cleanup hitter, Lily Taylor, for Bryan, as Ava Saul grounded out the third to end last inning. So it'll be 4, 5, and 6 spots in the batting order this time around for the Lions.
Crush that foul as the sun starts to peek through.
Just a tad early on that swing by Taylor, but great contact off the barrel of her bat. Trying to get something started for the Lions after they scored 3 in the second.
Hoping the sun will dry it up a bit. You don't want the grass to be slick in the outfield.
Hopefully, because it wasn't that long of a torrential downpour, it won't be that bad.
It only torrential downpoured for a minute or two.
If it was, you know, a 10-minute torrential downpour as opposed to a 5-minute torrential downpour, then maybe, you know.
Across, and it rolls through as she makes her way down to first.
Yeah, good job. Lily Taylor hits a hard grounder through the middle of the infield. That middle of the infield has got some open space. If you can hit it hard enough, it's pretty easy to find a base hit through the middle into center field at this level in college softball. So Lily Taylor starts things off with a great piece of hitting. Now Baldwin comes up. She got hit by the pitch last time.
Yeah. Looking for some, I don't want to call it revenge, but redemption of some sort as this is banged across and she makes her way over to first, but not able to make it at second, and she is thrown out.
Yeah, Taylor retired 6-4. Trying to go with the slap hit that time was Baldwin, but too much power on it to shortstop, and Hood makes the quick turn to second base.
Sun has come back out.
Right.
Just a little bit.
Woo. Getting close to golden hour.
Yeah, it's a beautiful day. I said it again. Last time I said that, it ruined our lives. The entire league, front office, every team. Like I just ruined our week by saying that last time. 3-0 Bryan College Lions. One away, top of the third. A runner at first as this is poked off foul.
And Carly Blackwell fouling that pitch back. A 2-0 delivery right down the middle, and that's the type of pitch that you want to have if you're Blackwell, but she couldn't take advantage. See if she can get something similar. Still ahead in the count here, 2-1.
Shows bunt, we're moving out at second, she's safe. Scoring position.
Stolen bag for Bryan.
Both wet and dusty.
That's
frustrating.
Baldwin's 6th steal of the year.
It's a nice one. She looked like she's been doing it a lot. Got a hold of it. Oh, she loses it, and so runners on the corners for the Bryan College Lions, who are already leading 3-0.
Yeah, nicely. If she fields that cleanly, she probably makes the play at first, but because of that little bobble, no chance with the speed of Blackwell going down to first base. So an error in the scorebook is credited to Nicely. So runners at the corners now for Bryan. Chance to extend this lead.
Brooklyn Malone. That sails by. She's 0 for 1 in today's game as that goes for strike one.
That's what Nicely needs right now, is to get ahead of these hitters. She struggled to do so for the most part in this game.
Runners on the corners. Really good opportunity to push this one to the top shelf. I don't know if Johnson is also entering the tournament in some sort of funk. Over, across, it rolls down.
Oh my, that is an extremely unfortunate result.
Yeah, that was very
Bryan.
close for Bryan. Just rolled foul. Otherwise, would have been 4-0.
Yeah, very unfortunate. She, on that bunt, that ball hit her coming down out of the air, so she's out. She's out. She's out of the batter's box when it made contact with her. That's a very unfortunate out to take for Bryan. That's the second out, and now Johnson is one pitch away from not allowing a run in this inning.
Johnson looking very good, especially with a lot of awkward stuff going on, right? You don't expect the lower-seeded Lions to come out and jump on you with all the success you've had. That's what they did.
Mm-hmm.
Lions pounced on the Royals, if you will, right, in the battle of the big cats.
think that last play is a representative play of why it's very important as a hitter to know where the ball is at all times. Even when you bunt it, you're trying to run down to first base.
Roped to the outfield, controlled to retire the side. It's 3-0. Bryan and the Lions out ahead.
Hold on.
The previous play is under further review.
I'm not sure what he could review, but okay. Sure has been a while. Dine in at Buffalo's Cafe for the football season.
Back to you here from Kingsport, Tennessee. Madison Hood is the leadoff batter in the inning for Johnson. Flies it out to second base, and it is grabbed out there by Lakin Lockhart for the first out here in the inning.
Now batting the left fielder, number 5, Audrey Morehouse.
So Audrey Morehouse, the leadoff hitter for the Royals, now coming up with one away quickly here in the bottom of the third. And she'll take low and outside for ball one. Next pitch is low and outside from KP Smith, so 2 straight have missed to Morehouse. 2-ball, no strike count. And hit hard through the left side of the infield. Morehouse has got a 1-out single for the Royals. Big piece of hitting for them. They were in dire need of a base hit, only their second of the game. KP Smith has had a good start so far, keeping these Johnson Royals off balance. And that will bring up Adelaide Hubbard 0 for 1 today. The runner at first and 1 out in the bottom of the third. First pitch just inside, 1-0 to Hubbard.
Shout out to Concessions for saving our cameras with a napkin container. As that's a quick play, just flew out.
Yeah, KP Smith doing a nice job here, just inducing weak contact. Not a whole lot of hard shots through the field today in this game. Just the one there by Morehouse earlier in this inning through the left side of the infield, but you'll take that. Just don't want anything damaging to go into a gap somewhere as Megan Armstrong steps up, fouls away first pitch.
Nothing doing there. And the play gonna be too easy out at second. She was uncontested.
Yeah, Morehouse easily steals the bag. It was a changeup out of the hand of Smith, so the catcher behind the plate just decides, I'm just gonna hang on to this one. Abby Young holds on to it.
It's knocked foul over the top again.
Yeah, it really wouldn't have been much of a chance for Abby Young to throw out Morehouse, who has unreal speed on the base paths.
And got her. Not only that, it retires the side to send us to the top of the fourth.
Want to watch your favorite Southeast teams in action? We've got you covered. Stream live games and highlights on YouTube, Twitch, Amazon Fire TV, Stream TV, and more. For all the details, visit our How to Watch page at sesnsports.com. It's your one-stop guide to catching every play, every time, wherever you are. The Southeast Sports Network, bringing the game to you anytime, anywhere.
Maddie Lee is leading us off. And that exactly she is, but it's roped right into the waiting glove in left field. Well done by Johnson.
Yeah, that was a nice swing by Maddie Lee, who is not your typical number 9 bat. She is hitting .319 this year. So she's a bat that you cannot look past, as that flips us back at the top of the order.
Skeeters through the clay. Got a hold of it, and it rolls foul, almost kept in play.
2 for 2 day for Santianas at the top of this order. Trying to keep her perfect day going and get something cooking for the Lions here in the fourth.
Pinballs that, and she's making her way over to first. Able to make it, but not in time as she's cut down on a great bang-bang play by Johnson.
Yeah, nice play by Hood. Gets the ball, gets rid of it in one motion across the diamond. And Santianas' great speed, not able to beat it out. And it brings up another perfect hitter, Lakin Lockhart, 2 for 2 today.
Two on the day. Quickly just lets that sail on by outside of the zone. Rushed on that, and again a ball.
Yeah, Lockhart laying off a pitch low and in that time as it dropped below her knees. And Bryan would love to get her on base and just give Ava Saul a chance with a runner on base.
Might have one as this is set across, but she's cut down as well. And that does it, wrapping up the side. We are headed to the fifth between these two.
What if you could have it all? A place to call home, a great job, and a safe and welcoming community to raise your family. You can have all that and more in Kingsport, Tennessee. For the past quarter century, Kingsport has been on a mission to reinvent itself as the first professionally planned and privately financed city of the 20th century. Kingsport has earned the nickname the Model City. From award-winning educational initiatives to business incubators to the surrounding natural beauty, Kingsport is just the right size to have the amenities you need without the traffic and crime of a larger city. With a vibrant downtown, great shopping and dining, and a thriving local economy, Kingsport is the perfect place to call home. Ready to start loving where you live? Choose Kingsport. Visit movetokingsport.com and discover all the reasons why this charming town is the perfect place to call home.
Dickerson leading off. Strike one to open the bottom of the fourth. KP Smith has been really good so far with 3 Ks already.
She has been. Very strong start for her to this point in the game. 3 innings pitched, just 2 hits allowed, 3 strikeouts, 1 walk on her line.
Got a piece of that and well played, but it's controlled to send her back to the dugout quickly by the Lions of Bryan College.
And Maddie Lee making the call there for the pop-up over second base and calling off her teammate Lockhart at second base, and good communication from them in the middle.
Able to control that. Looked a little funny. Dropped that through for a ball as well. Ahead the count 2-0. Good start for Kaywood in this at bat. Did we get a final score on the Pikeville game, the baseball? 14-7. Wow, what a turnaround for Pikeville. They were on the ropes.
Yeah, it was 5-0 Truett. 14-2 run.
Man, that's a wild stuff. 14-2 run. Sounds like I don't know, American football score. That doesn't sound like a 14-2. Wow. And you heard our public address announcer, Christian Zylstra. That is Dylan Jablonski coming to bat. Did not look happy with the decision not to swing on that.
Yeah, good pitch to hit there. Probably was given a take sign after Kaywood walked.
Chopper right across to the shortstop. Roped looking to turn the double. Got her! The double play. It's a 6-4-3 to retire the side. What a move for the Bryan Lions, who are cooking with gas. We're headed down the back third of this one in AAC tournament play.
Your favorite teams, your favorite live streams, your favorite highlights. Be sure to engage with us. Find us now on YouTube at NSBN Sports or visit us at nsbnsports.com. All of the ways to watch your favorite local and regional sports. Join us now on Twitch TV. You can also find NSBN on Amazon Fire TV or visit us live on YouTube as we stream games there as well. Another fan favorite way to watch is nsbnsports.com. You can also find us through our NSBN app, free to download from the Google Play Store, and Roku TV, where you can find all of our content. NSBN Sports, visit us at nsbnsports.com.
3-0 Bryan Lions entering the top side of the 5th. Nicely has been doing a good job containing them. She's gotten out of some jams early.
Yeah, she has gotten out of some really tough situations. Really just the one inning right now for Bryan.
Controlled, and it goes foul. If it had stayed fair, she would have been in time safely.
Yeah, that was close. Oh no, fence went down in center field.
Oh no. Horrible news. We've lost a fence. And we've got some good work going on. We've got a site administrator from the league on board. Oh no, the fence is down again. The fence on the ground as we've got Jay Stansel, assistant commissioner, in there trying to help push it up. Katie Presley does a nice job anchoring the fence so they can put it back upright and make sure things are secure. Stansel positions the foot properly and will now stake that back down to ensure the fence will no longer be able to fall forward. Great play by Stansel at center field to keep us playing in the AAC tournament. Jay Stansel, one of the great fence stakers of our time.
Yeah, 0-2 to Ava Saul here.
That might be enough to get me hit with a chair. He might come after me for that. That might be the one that...
Fire one in your direction.
Saul just holds off on the 0-2, and that's ball 1. Just a reminder, we love to know where you're tuned in from. We really want to hear from people who are somewhere interesting. Tag us on social. Let us know where you're watching from, or if you're just listening, whatever, right? X is probably the best way. We'll see that the most quickly, but let us know where you're tuned in from by tagging those handles on social. This flies through. Saul is facing a full count. Saul uncorks on this and stays alive. This is her third at bat, and so far, nothing.
Yeah, she's been dealt with well by Johnson. 2 ground balls to third base so far. The first one a double play, the next one a ground out to end the inning.
And I don't know, Johnson fans, this is going to be sent, lofted back towards the wall. Oh my goodness! Saul hustling to second and scoring position for the Lions, and there's a triumphant roar.
Ava Saul goes the other way with a 2-strike pitch over the outside corner and got the barrel to it, sent it over the head of Morehouse in right field, and a 2-base hit to start this 5th inning for Bryan.
Nice double by Ava Saul. Well, I was just going to say, she's got a .418 this season.
Yeah, oh yeah.
To have her contained and hemmed in, down in the count, did not expect that. She's able to uncork that and send it off into right field to give herself a double. Saul coming out.
Yeah, Kana Green is the runner. Pinch running for Ava Saul at second base.
What a hit by Saul. Celebrating with her teammates in the dugout. Probably going to blow some bubbles and bang on the bucket. Well deserved. You know what? That's my favorite thing about the sport of softball is the accessories they bring to the dugout. I love dugout accessories.
Dugout accessories.
Do you think they take that bucket with them everywhere they go?
Yeah, probably. Yeah, I'm sure. It might. Yeah, they might just dump them out, and then use it.
Good idea. Yeah, they probably could just
as
turn
a
the
drum.
bucket over.
Yeah.
That's much less fun. See, I always liked Reinhardt's little plastic blue chair because it was ludicrous.
Ah, yes, yeah.
The baby chair.
Yep.
They had they don't do it anymore.
Yeah, no.
They had a home run chair.
Oh boy, that one.
Well,
hit her
we'll see it
right on the wrist. Yeah, right on the wrist.
Enjoy your free trip to first base. That does not look like it would feel good, and I'm hoping she's good. Trying to walk it off. That girl is tough as a bucket of nails.
Looks like we're going to have some sort of a change here, and it is going to be in the circle. New pitcher coming up for Johnson here in the 5th with the first 2 runners of the inning reaching base for the Lions.
Making the change inside of the circle. You'll be able to see that on the right side of your screen. On the left side, a look at Montreat and Johnson. AAC baseball tournament action. These guys just getting underway over there. This game also free and live on SESN. Montreat Cavaliers going to work against the Royals. Johnson got a doubleheader going right now, so wish we had a full-time double box for you, but hopefully you're really appreciating this one. And I'll make a conceited effort just because Johnson is playing to throw you over there more so you can see what's going on. This is a live look, so this is only delayed from real time by less than 60 seconds. That was a close play at first, which I couldn't see.
I'd like to bring your attention to the new pitcher for softball right now. It's Bobby Lozano, who, if you look at the stats this year, this is her 2nd appearance of the season.
Interesting.
Her only other appearance, she pitched 2 1/3 innings, giving up 3 runs on 4 hits with 2 walks and a strikeout, and that appearance came at Milligan University.
So maybe she's just really good in the Tri-Cities area.
Maybe so. We'll have to see. That game she pitched in was a loss.
Ooh.
For
That's
Johnson.
That's an interesting switch in a tournament game.
What a time! I mean, it's an interesting time to make that type of decision, putting in a pitcher with such little experience.
Well, they know something we don't.
Yeah.
Casey Baldwin just getting started and takes a ball. And I think literally seconds after we pulled away from the baseball feed, there was a home run ball.
Yeah, Montreat hit a solo jack.
Oh, I can't believe it.
Oh,
I'm in shambles, RN. We almost had a home run ball on the softball broadcast live. Can you imagine double home runs? I want to broadcast 2 home. Never mind, I'm just kidding.
At the same time?
Crazy. Yeah.
Man.
Right?
That would be something. Lozano is struggling. First 3 pitches are out of the zone to Baldwin.
Everybody's got to start somewhere. She's starting around the zone and now working in for strike 1. Rolling and down into prime scoring position. The Bryan College Lions in the top of the 5th doing work. Another home run? What is going on at Hunter Wright? Montreat's Cavaliers have banged 2 solo shot homers out of Hunter Wright.
Back to back.
I talked to the Axeman today. I'm like, I want to come back and do some games here. And he told me they sell out on firework night.
Yeah,
we have 4,200 people. I'm like, what? I'm trying to come?
Yeah.
Come hang out.
It's cool.
That is cool.
It's a lot of fun. I've been to several Kingsport Axeman games. They're great.
Oh, no.
Whew. That was near disaster for Bryan.
Yeah. Able to keep it together on a quick dive. So 1 away as she's able to hang on to it. But, man, a wild dive back to the bag. That was stressful.
Yeah, pinch hitter Ava Gary hit a hard shot right to the third baseman, Dickerson. She caught it. almost doubled off the runner at third.
And short center controlled to send a second back. And that hustle play where she's able to come running under the ball with momentum into the infield allows her, she would have been able to rifle that right to home plate. It keeps everybody put, and now 2 away, looking sharp defensively.
Yeah, there's no shot you try to make that run score in that spot if you're Bryan, because you know, you're probably going to be thrown out by quite a bit. So Lozano, after missing the zone with the first 3 and putting a runner aboard, she gets an out.
What is going on at Hunter Wright Stadium?
Wow.
And she's able to take this and wrap up the side in exciting fashion from the top of the 5th. We'll see you in the bottom in a moment.
In that first game, they were 9 of 16 in their opening round game with 2 outs on the board on the way to that 10-0 win over Pikeville. 2 outs on the board, and they have rattled off 2 home runs, one of which was inside the park, and now Daniel Restrepo goes deep and picks up a double. And now if you're Townsend, you have to sit there and go, in all this commotion, 2 runs have scored, another one nearly came in, had that carried just a bit more. Now I have to settle down and try to deliver to Dawson Bryant, the catcher. A chaotic start, and suddenly the 6th-ranked team in the country and the 2 seed in the tournament finds themselves with their backs against the wall. That ball nearly kicks away, and halfway to third before he slammed on the brakes and dives back was Restrepo, as that ball didn't get as far away as he was hoping for Fernandez. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 3, and that'll end the inning, but not before. Chaos on the base pass. Back-to-back home runs, including Zachary Long.
Here yet, as that'll send 1 away to open the bottom of the 5th.
Yeah, Johnson's offense is not doing anything right now. 2 hits that they have put forth to this point. We're in the bottom of the inning number 5 in this game, so typically a pretty good offense, this Johnson team, but they're struggling here against KP Smith.
Floated up top. It came off the tower. We've got a New Orleans, Louisiana. We've got an Anchorage, Alaska. We've got a Hawaii and a California people are tuned in from. Thanks for letting us know where you're watching from. That's a good audience. I'll take that.
Yeah.
That's a strong field of viewing range. If you want us to plug you, let us know where you're watching from. Tag us on social. Oh-2 by KP Smith. Wow.
Yeah.
Golf swing.
Yeah, Presley fooled on that pitch big time. Able to get enough to at least foul it off, but very much a fooled swing.
This bangs around and also fouled.
Continues to foul off close pitches here, does Presley.
That's a pitchfork, I like to call that. Pitchforking it out of there.
Yeah, just trying to make contact to stay alive and hopefully get a better pitch to do something with here.
Sent back to the circle. Being told we got another Cali.
Huh.
California is beautiful this time of year. That's going to be gone in left field. Good play.
And a good running catch out in left. Carly Blackwell re-entering after she was pinch hit for by Ava Gary last inning.
Batting for Johnson, the shortstop, number 14, Madison Hood.
Hooded bat. Bottom of the fifth, 2 away. You know, honestly, I know I verbally said, oh, we're into the bottom or the last third of this game. I feel like it's whipping by. I feel like we are very quickly coming to the end of it, and I wonder if it feels as fast or faster on the field, because if I were a Royal, I'd feel like this thing was out of control at this moment.
Yeah, I'm with you on that. I think Johnson's got to feel like they're in a little bit of trouble at this point in this game.
And I say that as it occurred to me, right? This just occurred to me, like this is actually becoming a very bad situation for Johnson, the number 1 seed.
Yeah, it's getting late in this game for them, and again, this is not an elimination game, so both teams will survive past today, but at the same time, it puts you in the loser's bracket if you lose this game, and it's always tougher to come back from falling down in that loser's bracket than it is to be that winner who goes all the way to the championship without a loss.
100%. This is a very difficult. There are tough brackets to make it out of as far as the loser's bracket goes, and this is not one you want to fall into. It is like a grind saw down there. I mean, they are just beating the snot out of each other. These are teams that are desperate to make it just one more night.
Yeah, no doubt. And that is why I think Bryan right now has played as well as they have. They know what this game means for them. If they're able to pull it off and get into the winner's bracket and stay in it, it's just such an advantage at this point in the tournament.
I'm not sure the fans agreed with that call. And still hearing it from the crowd in Kingsport as Hood will walk down onto the bag at first.
Base runner aboard for Johnson. That's important. They need to get something going offensively. And getting their number 9 hitter on board and flipping the lineup back to Audrey Morehouse is a good start. She singled in her last time up through the left side of the infield.
Yeah, 2 for 2 today. Hot for tournament time. That's low. Rolls around and easy trip out to second in scoring position for the Royals.
Yeah, Hood read that one nicely, moving up to second on the steal. Went prior to the pitch hitting the dirt, gets the stolen base out of it. Another tight pitch there from KP Smith that she does not get the call on.
And you can hear pretty involved reactions from the crowd, as this is going to be a bang-bang play as well. Real close at first, and it's close enough to make it and retire the side for the Lions of Bryan. They're cooking with gas. They've got 6 outs to go and a 3-0 advantage in Kingsport.
Number 6, Johnson.
right, that's enough of that. Guess we don't get to get an update this time.
Yeah, in a commercial break.
I have a word of that baseball crew, man. They're boring production over there. That announcer's got a weak voice. It's all shallow.
Oh, man.
His line on day one is still getting to me. He said, palms turned skyward in celebration. Okay, calm down there, Tupac Shakur. My gosh, right in the fire lines. We got Biggie Smalls announcing out here with that kind of. Eminem is writing the lines to broadcast with. That for real will stick with me for a long time. That's really good. I couldn't even say it. It wouldn't sound right if I said it. You know,
he's got
delivery.
the voice for it too.
Yes,
you know, like
you can
that's
say
a great.
that.
Yeah, it's a great line.
It's almost unhinged, but when he says it, it sounds cool.
Yeah.
Right? Like that's a crazy line, but it works. Through the clay, our count. It was even at 2, and now it rises to a full count with 0 outs. It's just starting this top of the 6th, and Maddie Lee at bat. She ropes it, and she's free over to first. Uncontested for the Bryan Lions. They lead 3-0, and now one on the base path to lead off the second to final inning.
Yeah, that's a great start for Bryan here in the top of the 6th. The more runs you can get, the better against a team like Johnson, who we saw last night trailing by 4 runs in the 6th, scored 4 to tie it. You're only up by 3 right now. If you're Bryan, you got to keep extending this thing.
And Juliana, you mentioned it, and her last at bat has been red hot. She's been really good.
She has 2 for 3 in this game. She just continues to use her speed so well when she gets up there in the box. Johnson playing so far in on the left side of the infield right now, trying to keep her from getting aboard.
Definitely one of my favorite players we've seen in the tournament. It's such a treat to come to Kingsport. This is of all the sports in the AAC, I think this week might be my favorite. Checking at first, keeping her honest. And there's just something about the energy, the camaraderie. It's a lot of fun. It feels communal. Everyone's having a good time. I love that. I live for that. That is a huge cut, and she goes down swinging.
Yeah, Santillanes got fooled a little bit on that pitch low and away from Lozano, who has come into this game, and I will give her some credit. She came in last inning. She got out of a bases-loaded jam with less than 2 outs on the board without allowing a run, and now has come into this inning after giving up the leadoff single, gets a strikeout against one of the hottest hitters in this lineup.
What is it that they knew?
They knew I don't know. I wonder sometimes. You know, you put a pitcher in it because it happens. Even it happens in the pros. You know,
fraudulent stats maybe.
Well, you know, I don't know about that. I would say it even happens in the pros. You know, there's a guy that doesn't play at all, and then all of a sudden he comes in and goes on a crazy tear, and you're like, well, what happened there? Well, he's been terrible.
Who is this guy? What's going on?
You know, or he just hasn't played. But Lozano has really stepped up.
Big
for
crowd
these Royals
down in Kingsport. This rolls foul as we are filling the bowl. The Lions are banging on their drum to let us know they are determined to get this big upset. We're at the top of the 6th, just a few outs away from this thing coming to a head.
Yeah. What a tournament it's been to this point. Getting close to the halfway point after the end of tonight. We will be halfway through. But yeah, Bryan right now, I think this run at first is the most important thing for them. Getting a 4-run advantage would be huge this late in the game, especially just for momentum's sake. Scoring the run, that just makes the task even more daunting for the Royals mentally. 4 runs as opposed to 3.
Chopped, it stays fair, looking to turn the double, but they'll only cut down the lead runner. So that'll retire another as it's 3-0 Bryan Lions in the top of the 6th. A good hit, and it advances us to Saul.
Yeah, Lockhart gets on base. It's a fielder's choice, but it does extend the inning for Ava Saul, and this is dangerous for the Royals. She just doubled to right field in her last time up. Starting to heat up a little bit.
That double felt zip codey. It felt like it was a prepaid shipping label. That thing wanted to leave.
Yep. Just was hit too low.
Office workers at 3:45 p.m. on a Friday. Get me out of here. This thing is trying to leave as well, but the Johnson Royals say, you got to stay and work some overtime. We are headed to the other side of this inning. In a 3-run ball game, Bryan Lions trying to stoke the fires under that lead. Can they do it?
Up here, we had to go down to get the confirmation from downstairs. You had to huff and puff to climb down the stairs and go get that. But with the runner leaving early, the run does still count. And we'll get that situated on our score sheet. So Furchess is the one that left early. Ether, and then Austin flying out to right field. So Austin's still going to get the RBI. But certainly a bit of a dampening of the celebration of going up 3-0 with the inning being cut short. A little confusion for fans, the coaches, and us up here. But we get it, and what we do know is we go to the bottom of the second. And the 2-seed Johnson Royals trail 3-0. And they bring their 4th batter in the order to the plate for the first time in Isaac Fernandez. He's behind the plate, other end of the battery for Townsend. As Williams will deliver a second pitch, trying to level the count out.
I don't know what's going on. That seems more chaotic every time we look over there. It's like we're making it worse by checking
definitely.
in. Inside the park home run. Sack fly, I don't even know.
Yeah, they say it's 3-0. I don't know if we believe it or not.
You could convince me.
Yeah, I mean, it says 3-0, but I don't know.
Floated over the top foul. This is one of the most important at-bats of the season for the Johnson Royals. They have been commanding, to put it lightly. They have been electric. They have knocked off many of the traditional perennial top programs in this league. They have put the country on notice, well recognized nationally. NAIA Softball on social media and the web blog has picked them as a host site team. They've got to win this tournament, though.
Yeah. You know, it's interesting. Like, this conference has been so competitive all year, teams beating each other up. Johnson is a team that, like you said, took down Reinhardt twice. Just looking at this triangle of teams that I'm about to mention, as that one's hit foul. Johnson beats Reinhardt twice, sweeps them. Reinhardt sweeps Milligan 2-0, doesn't give up a run to Milligan during the regular season. Milligan sweeps Johnson. So you got a triangle of teams that have swept each other. And they're seeded numbers 1, 2, and 7. It's been a weird
she'll
year.
go down swinging. Sorry.
You're good. It's been a weird year in the AAC.
It is a weird year. You know, one thing that I think makes the AAC really special is there's so much parity. I think some people don't like that. I think it can be frustrating for fans or for families or for athletes. I would assume that administrators like it.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I think it's a really attractive prospect in a lot of ways, but this is down the line, looking like it's going to go foul, trying to catch that as it is foul, but unable to do so.
Yeah, Armstrong trying to go the opposite field with that swing, but sliced it a bit too much as it landed in the outfield grass and foul ground down that left field side. That's quite a ways foul. Barely stayed within the field.
Got a hold of it. That does not. And she's going to walk her way back to the dugout. What a play.
And Maddie Lee standing right in the right spot, lined it right into her glove. And 2 quick outs for Johnson as they are running out of time here, Gabe.
Yeah, this is a tough situation. You don't have to do anything here, but you have to be aware of your situation, in my opinion. I mean, this is a game of momentum. We have established that over and over and over through every broadcast this week so far, and we're going to continue to hammer that. I apologize. Not everybody's with us for every game, right? It's a point you can't bring up too many times. Can you gather all that steam flipping through from the 6th to the 7th into the bottom? I don't think so.
It's tough because, I mean, you've just been shut down all game. I mean, there's been no sign that you're going to do anything against this pitcher, KP Smith, who just has been mowing you down the whole game. 5 2/3. She's given up 2 hits in this game. 2 hits against Johnson.
Bananas.
I mean, that is extremely impressive. Three and 1 count to Dickerson here. So at least Dickerson gets ahead here, but now KP Smith fired one in for a strike.
Lets it go by to fill the count. It's a pressure cooker. The Bryan Lions are seeking a 7th and final inning. Dickerson through the infield, and this is going to roll errantly to the edge of it. Just like that, Johnson showing signs of life in Kingsport.
Yeah, they pick up their 3rd hit of the game. It comes with 2 outs here and nobody on base in the bottom of the 6th inning. Autumn Kaywood coming up next is a dangerous hitter for this team, though, and if she can get a hold of something, this game could change with just 1 swing of the bat. She's got 5 home runs on the campaign.
That looked like a I'm going to kill this ball movement of the hips. That looked criminal in nature. You saw the body. She tensed up. Look at those eyes. The intensity is there. She wants to crank one. That's ball 2. 4 strikeouts today for KP Smith.
Yeah, sensing the momentum shift. Gonna head out to the circle to have a conference with the whole Bryan infield. As the Lions, like I said, they sense that this game is hanging in the balance right now. Again, they're up 3-0, but Johnson can put together a rally if you do not focus in this type of situation.
I feel like every time we've seen a team pause, go to the circle, and discuss potential momentum shifts, that momentum shift has continued and followed through anyhow.
Yeah. I mean, to be honest, I think you're right. So far in this tournament, that has been what has happened.
3 times.
It's been 3 times, and that's a bit odd to me because normally when you make that type of change, it does actually shift it back in your favor, but it has not been the case in this tournament.
Well, you know, there's one thing of beauty about this tournament, this setting, the cool partnership between the AAC and Kingsport, Tennessee. Visit Kingsport specifically. There's just something special about it. Got a hold of it. This could retire the side, as it will. Just like that, Johnson and the Royals, they have got to do some incredible digging. This is as high of a pressure situation as they're going to be in, trying to stay on the top side of the bracket after this.
maybe a little bit of fatigue. They played late into the night last night. They were actually the first set of games, and the second one didn't even start till what, 10:30?
So
that second game didn't start because they went 12 innings with CIU.
For reference, their game ended about 15 minutes before the second game on the other field ended. That lets you know something about what was going on out there.
Payoff pitch, and that's chopped over short, fielded, bobbled a bit, thrown over, it's in time. And that's out number 1 to retire Nagel, who instead of second, this time grounds to short.
They were watching us watching them.
So it is a 1 out, no one on scenario here as Brunner steps up, and Townsend trying to avoid the same fate he had.
We'll see you later, baseball guys. I mean, actually, we probably will see him later, but
Yeah.
And we'll see her later as that's rolled through the infield. She's safe over at first for the Bryan College Lions. Baldwin and company are seeking insurance runs, and they would be as big as they get.
Yeah, Lily Taylor improves her day to 2 for 3 now after that single through the middle. Second time she has hit a ground ball through the middle of the infield in this game, and that's a good start for the Lions, looking for some more insurance. Had a couple chances in this game to get that insurance, but haven't been able to squeak anybody across.
Big cut. I thought she was going to get a hold of it instead. That's strike 1 for Casey Baldwin. Lozano is dealing heat. 1 at first. It's the top of the 7th, so Johnson just looking to avoid any damage before they've got their final chance, as this will retire the first to the side. Good play.
Madison Hood, good job coming in to make that catch on the pop-up by Baldwin. Lozano continues to weather the storm, I think, is the best way to explain what she's done since she's come into this game. She's had base runners on base in her 3 innings that she's been out there, but she's been able to stop any scoring chance that Bryan has had.
Where the hood, where the hood, where the hood at? Nice play. They've got the advantage of having their back to the sun.
Yeah.
As the dust and the allergens in the air starting to get to some of the sports information crew in the press box. The Cavaliers of Montreat are way out ahead.
Goodness gracious.
I think every game in this tournament so far has just been sideways. Like, it's been a wild.
Yeah.
I mean, I said this tournament. I mean both.
These 2 tournaments.
2 tournaments.
Baseball and softball,
Simultaneous.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Top seeds are struggling.
Yeah. Roped across.
Oh.
We're working. We're moving down to first and able to keep it going. 2 on the base path for Bryan College. Johnson must close the door quickly.
Yeah, Taylor and Blackwell on now at second and first for the Lions with 1 out. And Brooklyn Malone, an 0 for 3 hitter today, facing Bobby Lozano here with a chance to possibly drive home an insurance run or 2.
Rolls foul. Malone 0 for 3. The Dayton faithful hanging over the post down there. They are all up on the fence and fired up. That's awesome. I love to see it when these teams travel so well.
Yeah.
Roped across foul again as we've got 2 on the base path, just 1 away.
There is a great deal of importance to this inning for Johnson specifically to keep this at a 3-run deficit. If Bryan's able to put together something here in this inning to bring home a run or 2, we could be looking at the upset.
Floated up to right field and controlled. 2 away.
Yeah, good work to track that down by Presley in the right center gap. So now 2 outs, and again, Bryan in danger of stranding a couple runners on base. And KP Smith, the hitter right now, was a hitter that came up with runners in scoring position and hit a hard line drive to the center fielder last time that she was up that got caught.
Smith lets it go by.
Smith had some really good at-bats in this tournament. Hitter that, again, had not had a lot of chances before this tournament.
Moving, and that's foul. As it was explained to me, just unable to bat, having some maintenance problems and just load management. Obviously able to get those cuts of the tournament and taking clear advantage of them. Chopper through the infield. She could be in trouble at first. Making the play out at second. And no!
Wow.
All the way. She scores.
The shortstop Hood fielded it, could not get her toe back to the second base bag before the runner Blackwell slid in, and then did not have the wherewithal to get the ball to home plate quickly enough to get Taylor. And that's a huge run for the Lions to take a 4-0 lead.
So Bryan College not only seizes momentum in this, but extends their lead even further. Somebody else in the press box just discovered the baseball game. Yeah, I think everybody's enjoying how chaotic this tournament has been. It's been very chaotic. Again, meaning both, not just this one. Got to work on my references to the tournament. This is as fun as it gets. I've had a blast. Flash in the glove, 2 away. Johnson, keep your dreams alive. Retire the side. Make it interesting.
1 more strike needed.
What a season these 2 programs have had.
Man, it's going to make the, if this result stands, it is going to make the losers bracket all the more interesting.
No kidding. So with 2 away in the top of the 7th, 2 on board, it's a full count. Maddie Lee. The payoff pitch. Ropes down the line, it's a bloop. Coming home, no, she'll stay at third, and the bases are loaded in Kingsport. With 2 away, loaded bases for the Lions of Bryan College.
Yeah, Reese Burns in left field playing so far in that there's really no shot to score for that lead runner, Blackwell, for the Lions. So they have to hold everybody up just station to station with the bases now loaded for the leadoff hitter, Santianes.
Oh, no. Johnson has to step carefully. They've entered a minefield.
Oh, yeah, they have. They certainly have entered a minefield. And
oh, I wasn't paying attention to where we were in the lineup.
yeah, number 9 spot, Maddie Lee comes up with that single. And now it's back to the top.
Loses the ball, but they stay put. Again, bases loaded, and Johnson just got to slam the door here. You got to keep the hope alive.
No more runs can come in here for Bryan if Johnson wants a chance to win this game.
Collected, and the 1-1 count going to rise to 2-1. Lozano, roped fair, popped into the air, and that scores another for Bryan College and the Lions as the bases remain loaded in Kingsport.
Unfortunate there for the Johnson defense. Tough play for the third baseman, Dickerson. One that she would like to have made, but at the same time, a very tough one, and tough to ask that of your third baseman in that spot.
And that is the least energetic batted home run I can imagine in this situation as she's safe. Another run scores. Bryan and the Lions are running away. Free, they're out of the zoo.
6-0, and another infield single for this Lions team. And Lockhart comes through this time as Santianes and Lockhart come through with huge at-bats to make it 6-0.
6 runs, nothing. 3 scored in the final inning for Bryan College.
And it's Ava Saul.
Well, that's why I said, oh no, when Juliana stepped up. Oh no, that was a legitimate reaction of fear for the hope of this being a down-to-the-wire game.
Yeah, I think at this point, I mean, it is tough to ask Johnson. I mean, I don't know how you expect them to score 6 times when they haven't scored a single run all game.
Well, yeah, I mean, that's where a logical mind works in this situation. You haven't produced. Mathematically, you're not going to start producing now. However, this is a club that's very capable of producing. They just haven't done it today.
And I think part of that is because of KP Smith. It's just Smith has had their number today, and if she's still out there next inning, I mean, I don't know that they've got a shot.
What a true menace to the Johnson Royals. A knock on Knoxville, if you will.
Full count here. Bases loaded. So runners are going to be going with the pitch from Lozano.
Lozano. The payoff. Saul cranks it to center field, and diving for this, she does retire the side and take us to the bottom of the 7th, where Johnson needs a miraculous 6-run surge to put themselves in contention to stay in the top side of the bracket.
If you are just running, it all feels the same, and not knowing where that wall is because you're tracking the ball through the air, you're reliant on that sound change, the texture change, and it just wasn't there for Wilson. But he shook it off, he got up, and then had a nice little rip. Ultimately was a line out over to short, but still made some power contact, so he looks to have shaken that off as he's already gotten an at-bat, and guess what? He's back at the plate.
Show me first base.
So down at first is Almeida Jr. They will check back to him just to keep him there.
Okay, just hold it there.
And Wilson faces Williams for the second time. The 0-1. Maybe a slight forgetting of the scenario he's in there for Williams. Did you catch that too?
Yeah.
Right before that pitch came in, he did a check back to second and realized there's nobody there, and then decided to come home with it.
Stay on your P's and Q's, you know.
That's going to miss the mark, and it's 2-1. Five runs on 5 hits for Montreat. Almeida's single is the first of the game for Johnson, and it comes here in the third. 2-1 puts him further behind in the count. It's 3-1. Wilson ripped one over to short for the first out of the ball game on the bottom frame.
We've just we have an emergency of sorts. I mean, I don't want to be too dramatic, but it is a huge deal.
Yeah.
As we've lost a piece of the. Oh, Bryan's taking. What a
they're
team.
taking care of it themselves.
That is the NAI way, the right way to play, as they are going to put hands on, get involved, and fix the problem themselves.
I mean, they're up 6-0. They're fixing fences.
Look at how much rainwater is on top of the outfield camera.
That's a little. We probably should.
Probably going to have to clean that out. That could be problematic for the rest of the tournament.
Yeah, we should probably, after today happens, maybe get that off of there.
Yeah, it's probably time to get that. Anyhow, it's 6-0 as we flipped to the bottom side of the 7th, and Johnson is looking at their final chance to stay on the winner's side of this bracket against the surging Bryan Lions. Unbelievably, they scored 3 runs in the top of the 7th to solidify a commanding lead. That's a pop down the line. She's in danger as that's collected.
What a grab. Oh my, what a catch. Lakin Lockhart makes an unreal catch in foul territory, crashed into the fence after making the catch, fell to the ground, and held on.
Hit us with the what a play on the scoreboard. It was so good.
Yeah.
Oh, look at that animation.
Speaking of that scoreboard, by the way, first day we've had that at the tournament.
Yeah, that's pretty sick.
And digital scoreboards, sponsor of the AAC, and hooking us up with the digital scoreboard for this one.
Yeah, big thank you to Digital Scoreboards. That's really cool. Great work by the front office of the league securing that, bringing it out. I mean, that's you know, this isn't awesome. A venue owned by the league, right? You play tournaments and you're a guest in their venue. To be able to roll in a massive, what is that, 30-foot wide?
Yeah, probably
maybe
something
more.
Like that.
It's really cool. Really cool. Cranks that across. Play over at first is in time for the Bryan College Lions.
Yeah, Bryan, I mean, they just have Johnson's number. And KP Smith specifically has their lineup's number today. I mean, 3 hits given up in this game, no runs, 4 strikeouts. Hasn't even thrown 100 pitches in this game.
Flip that down the left field line as, for now, Johnson stays alive, almost in trouble. KP Smith has pushed them to the brink with 2 away, and barring the most miraculous comeback in AAC softball tournament history, Bryan is headed to the top side of the bracket.
That they are.
Congratulations to Bryan. Johnson goes foul, and Johnson, obviously, thankfully not eliminated, expected by the media, coaches polls, the front office of the league, myself, I'm assuming yourself, I expected them to walk to the win.
You know, I don't know if I expected them to walk to it, but I did not expect them to be shut out in this game and to be so convincingly beaten by Bryan in this game. I figured it'd be close.
And there's some life as she's going to make her way to first. 1 on board with 2 away.
Yeah, 2 out hit there from Presley. That's a big swing for her. Maybe it's a little too late, but we're going to see a pinch hitter here as well for Johnson.
I respect it. I respect it. I think that's conscious of being on the winner's side of the bracket. The top side is just so much easier to push through to the title game.
Yeah, we're going to see Andrea Huddleston in a pinch hit role here for the Royals. She pinch hit yesterday as well for the Royals in their eventual 6-5 win in 12 innings against CIU.
Now, we've seen 5 runs scored in a half inning already in this tournament in back-to-back innings. We also had a game for the Johnson Royals last night, which, you know, we really haven't talked enough about the fact that they were out here on the field at 1:30 in the morning hitting balls. That could definitely play a factor in their performance.
Yeah, you know, they were out here a long time last night, and to be honest, I mean, CIU pushed them to the brink. I mean,
Well, that's what I was going to say next. Is
This conference, I mean, we've seen it already. I mean, the 8th seed has pushed the number 1 seed to the brink last night, and then now today, Johnson being outdueled by the number 4 seed in the tournament. I mean, this is anybody's tournament.
And that is a huge strike. Again, I mean, just imagine a shot over the wall. Okay, now you've got 2 runs. You need 4. That's pretty doable. Not out of it.
Tough
but in trouble.
Tough with 2 outs though already.
Yeah, you're on the ropes.
That's real tough with 2 outs already existing. I mean, 5 straight hits doesn't even get you tied.
Just thankful that for the sake of entertainment, right? We want this to be fun more than anybody.
Yeah.
We're here the whole week. That is going to do it. Goes down swinging. Down goes seed number 1. The Lions, the number 4 seed, move to the winner's bracket and eliminate them from the top side. Johnson will have to fight through the bottom of the bracket to get to the championship as Bryan comes through with an unreal upset. Will Johnson reload, reset, and come back with a vengeance? Does Bryan have more in their bag of tricks and more power to go for the rest of this tournament? I wouldn't say I'm shocked because I have a lot of respect for these 2 clubs, but it is a shocking result.
It is. It's a shocking result, and I just think the manner in which it happened, is the most shocking, to be honest with you. I think a 6-0 shutout was not on my bingo card going into this game. I could have seen, a 4-3, a 3-2, something low scoring like that, Bryan just kind of eked it out. I could see that happening, but I did not see a 6-0 drubbing happening in this one.
No, me either. I also could have imagined a lot of different results, situations, but that is not one that I was expecting. And well put, a 6-0 drubbing, a boat race to the finish as Bryan College and the Lions handle the number 1 seed with a lot of ease. They look really poised, and they look like they're going to make some noise in the top side of our bracket. We appreciate you being with us. Quick final closing thoughts on our next game, which we hope you'll join us for. Really good battle coming up in game number 4 of the day. And, of course, what to expect for these 2 clubs through the rest of the bracket.
Yeah, these 2 clubs continue. They will continue in this tournament, both of them, obviously. Bryan moves forward, stays in that winner's bracket. They're going to be playing at 3 p.m. tomorrow against the winner of our next game coming up, Truett-McConnell against Milligan. For Johnson, with that loss, they will drop down and play Pikeville in the 11 a.m. game tomorrow. That's an elimination contest, so that will be interesting to see who comes out of that one and back into another game with a team that loses in the winner's game tomorrow. So Truett-McConnell and Milligan, this is going to be a fun one coming up next. The 6 and 7 seeds both upsetting their opponents in the first round and now have a chance to stay in that winner's bracket. You're going to see a number 6 or a number 7 undefeated after the 3rd day of the tournament.
Wild start. Appreciate you being with us and looking forward to our next broadcast. Be sure to catch it, SCSN Sports. We also have free baseball, the whole tournament, right here, SCSNsports.com, NSBNsports.com. That's going to wrap it. A commanding victory, a rush to the finish line for the Lions of Bryan College. Looking forward to seeing how the Royals respond and if Bryan can handle the path through the top of the bracket. That wraps our coverage. For Brendan Sweeney, for our whole crew, for everybody here, all the fans, the Lions, and of course the Royals, I'm Gabriel Fry saying so long from Kingsport, Tennessee. Your final score 6-0. All games and events airing on our networks broadcast live and copyright material. Today's game will be archived and available for replay inside of the app or platform where you viewed it.
Like that, and we've talked about that if you join us for these first 2 days of how it was a long jam through 4 through 9. Truett-McConnell gets a 10 seed. All those teams there in the middle fighting for those spots. but there were a clear 3 teams well above everybody else in the conference. That's ripped down the line at first, and that's an easy grab and step on the bag. And a nice reactionary play by Rojas, and that'll strand a runner. And more importantly for Townsend, it's a 0 on the board, and it comes right after his team finally finds run support. It's a 5-1 advantage for Montreat, but Johnson a chance to string a couple of innings of scoring together.
What if you could have it all? A place to call home, a great job, and a safe and welcoming community to raise your family. You can have all that and more in Kingsport, Tennessee. For the past quarter century, Kingsport has been on a mission to reinvent itself. As the first professionally planned and privately financed city of the 20th century, Kingsport has earned the nickname the Model City. From award-winning educational initiatives to business incubators to the surrounding natural beauty, Kingsport is just the right size to have the amenities you need without the traffic and crime of a larger city. With a vibrant downtown, great shopping and dining, and a thriving local economy, Kingsport is the perfect place to call home. Ready to start loving where you live? Choose Kingsport. Visit movetokingsport.com and discover all the reasons why this charming town is the perfect place to call home.
John, whichever way you want to slice it, it was a Cougar. I think he was John Mellencamp when he made this song, the Authority song. We talked about it earlier in one of the previous games. We got an absolute stunning playlist downstairs.
Yeah, I mean,
that they're
I feel
blasting
like
out here.
I feel like it's night and day from yesterday. I mean, yesterday was cool, but it's like every few songs, I'm like, oh,
I mean,
okay.
we've been on a roll here today. Can you tell the length of the days of 4 straight baseball games and only about 30 minutes in between start to wear on you? Well, Williams trying not to let last inning wear on him as he gave up a run, the first of the game to Johnson. They have a run on 2 hits, but they're back to the plate trying to make it consecutive innings with a run scored and really kind of bounce back after the 5-0 ball game.
What?
That's going to be fouled off the right-hand side. It's 1-1.
But you touched on the similarities to U-Pike being able to take control of that game at a very similar phase to the game that we're in right now. So maybe this is where Johnson starts to take control and look more like the team that they've been throughout this season. If you're Montreat, that momentum swing could be major if you're able to slow them down and keep them at bay here in the 4th.
Yeah, the best thing for Montreat is put another 0 on the board and get back to scoring runs after you have that 0 posted. The sooner you can get back to the start you had, the better. And no amount of run support is too great against the 6th-ranked team in the country. But that's a strong start to the inning as it's out number 1. And he's been busy over there, and he's making, as you said yesterday, make the routine look routine. And that's what happens there for Ethier as he throws it over to first for out number 1.
And a great job by Caden Ethier to make that play. Again, if you're Montreat, just the mental edge that you will have if you can keep them at bay here, because you could tell after that last inning, Johnson, they feel like, all right, here we go. We're getting ready to make our run. But if you can slow them down here, doubt starts to creep into their minds, something they haven't really had to see a lot of. They're 36-10 on the season. They're not used to being in this position.
So Fernandez is out number 1. And that brings up Birdsall, the designated hitter who went down looking. The last time he was at the plate, this one's going to get through. He makes amends, and he's got the base hit.
Now, conversely, Johnson, they may not even need to score 4 runs and tie the game up, but if you get another run or 2 here, then you're firmly announcing your presence to Montreat. And I like to call it the Tiger effect that Tiger Woods used to have on golfers. Whenever he's in the hunt, it just sort of changes the demeanor of every golfer around. They start to shake a little bit. They're making wrong moves. It really can inspire some fear when you start to creep back into a ball game that you initially seemed out of.
He was something when he was in his prime.
Yeah.
It was incredible to watch, and I feel bad for kids these days that haven't been able to see it. Prime Tiger making the walk on Masters Sunday. Oh, iconic. That ball's going to get through, and it's going to be a easy coast in to scoring position for Birdsall. And the last thing you want to do if you're Montreat is have the mistakes that are going to end up costing you later. Make them earn every run and every advancement they have. Those kind of plays are not going to help you out against a team as powerful as the Royals. Frank awaits with a 1-1 count and 1 away. That's a chopper over to third, fielded. They check the runner, throw to first, and now they'll look back. He went up, had to get pulled off the bag, but comes back with gravity, and Restrepo puts the toes on first, and it's out number 2. Yeah. And more importantly, Birdsall stays at second.
Yeah, great play to check that runner, make sure he stays put at that spot, but also getting the throw in time. How about Restrepo finding a way to get that foot back down on the bag?
So 1 on, 2 outs. And Rojas comes to the plate. Rojas flied out to right in the in the third inning. Williams, oh, what a breaking ball in there for strike 1. Rojas would love a base hit. It would earn another run back, more than likely. And it would keep the inning alive. Second breaking ball and a second strike. Out in front is Williams, 0-2.
If he gets this strike, follow the pitcher off.
2 outs, man on second, 2 strikes against Rojas here in the bottom of the 4th. In a 5-1 ball game, Bryant Williams checks back to second, settles, delivers. Strike 3, rung him up. Rojas frozen solid, and he goes down looking, and Williams gets a massive boost in the energy and maybe enough to try to get back to their scoring ways on the flip side of things when the offense takes to the plate. When we come back, 5-1 Cavaliers still holding on in front of Johnson.